Hello beloved friend, welcome once again to our channel. In this channel we upload material related to matters of learning, more so in computer studies. And in front of your screen, as you can see, we've got a paper 2 from Kenya National Examination Council, and this is specifically for Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education, a paper which was done in April 2021, and this is the class of 2020. Basically, in computer studies, paper 2, there are normally 2 questions. We handled 1 question. You check in my video, you are going to find there is that video which we have already done for the first question, question 1, which was about spreadsheet applications. And question 2 was about desktop publishing applications. Basically, there are normally there are 4 possibilities that you can have. You can have Microsoft Word in word processing being tested. We also talk about Microsoft Excel, and that is spreadsheet applications being tested. You can also have database management being tested. In this case, we prefer using Microsoft Kcse. And also, you can also have desktop publishing application, and this is where we use Microsoft Publisher. So in the question that was presented in this particular year, you find question 2. This is the first question which we have already done. Check in my video, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to do that. Notify others about it, about the channel, because we want you to assist us get as many people as possible into our channel. This is the second question. It is about PP2 planners intend to use a desktop publishing program to draw a plan for a section of a city. Assume you have been given the task. A. Roman 1. Open a desktop publishing program and set the page layout orientation to portrait and paper size to A4. Roman 2. Save the publication as task 2. And then create the city plan as it appears in figure 2, ensuring that the design covers the entire printable area of the page. And part C, save the changes and print the publication later. So here down, we've got now the PP2 plan. I can zoom out so that we are able to see the whole city PP2 plan. One thing I would like to comment about this paper, I did not like it. Honestly, I did not like this paper, because DTP may not only be about drawing, it can also incorporate some other issues. However, it is a good one because it tests the skills of the learners, whether they are able to use a desktop publishing software to create this image that we have here. So there will be a lot of drawing, and of course there are some texts to be typed here and there. Right, so without much ado, we try to do what we have been instructed to do in Roman 1, part A. Opening DTP software, there I am. Then after opening, set the paper size to A4, that's another requirement. So under page design now, so I'm using Microsoft Publisher, and under page design, that's where I go change the paper size from what it was a letter, and now I want to make it A4 portrait. Now we have no information about margins, so we don't bother about margins. We are going to use margins that we have found there. And then simply we save the publication as task 2. So we can start by saving. There's no harm of doing so. Save, because it's a new publication, we can save, and then we browse. Remember, in question 1, I had created a folder having my index number as an assumption that this is my index number, this one. So I created a folder here on the desktop. and that is where I had saved the other file of the other video. So I now double click the folder to save into it, and this one they want us to call it task 2. Task 2. So I would imagine that you might be having this paper with you somewhere. If you don't, I am going later to create a link where you can be able to access this paper. You can be able to access these papers that we have. There are some websites where people normally gather these papers that have been done in the previous years, and they are very usefully sourced for your revision. So on the table, on my table, I've got this paper. However, I can still cause my screen to, you can, I don't know if I will be able to show you a zoomed out version of the propositive plan here as I struggle to utilize the remaining portion of the screen here to do the designing, So I'm going to try as much as possible to utilize the remaining portion of the screen to do the designing. Sometimes I'll be maximizing so that I'm able to work more comfortably or conveniently. So we've already created the publication, but now what we are doing now is to insert the items that are required. I will start by creating the road that we have here. Okay, I'll first pause the video so that I can have the mouse pointer changing in a way that you are going to be able to observe the movement of the mouse pointer. So for now, I just pause the video a while. Okay, welcome back. What I was doing is I was changing the mouse pointer to appear with a highlighter on it. And now I would like us to try to draw the image that we have on this diagram in the question. So I start with by drawing this road that we have from top to bottom. So to achieve that, I will go through insert, and then I'm going to use shapes, and then the kind of shape that I feel like it can lead me there. I'll use curve. So that where I take a bend, the bend will be somehow smooth. So I'm trying to locate that, and then so what I do is to go clicking places where my road should pass through. So at the end here, that's the end of the road. I press enter to terminate the road. Okay. Now, having done that, I now go to outline, shape outline. I want to increase the outline of this shape. So what I do, shape outline, and then I choose weight. After choosing weight, go to more lines, and I may make it to be around 30 pt. I see whether 30 is okay. 30 pt. So to me, that looks almost perfect. Yes, the width, the thickness is quite appealing according to what I feel. So then I can choose pattern and think of what is the best pattern to use here. So the pattern that is used on the paper might be something close to that. And then I choose, instead of a black foreground, I want to change it to a gray, dark gray foreground, okay, plus white background. So there's my road. And then there is another road across. Here, somewhere at the center, towards the center of the image. Insert once again, I use the curve tool, and then draw a road across where they touch. This one starts rising, gradually rising to end here, and then enter. Okay, let me also draw the other one which is at the bottom here, the other one which we have at the bottom here. So once again, the curve tool, it's also available now as a shortcut there. So I choose it and then draw. There is a kind of a sharp bend here. Then we rise a bit Then again we kind of come down, then a small curve, and then terminate at this point. All right, so we have two roads which we have not as yet formatted. So I will, one of them is selected, the other one is not selected. So I'll shift, I hold down shift, and then I click on the second road. So shift and then clicking subsequent items is the way you select multiple objects. Shape outline, once again, weight, and then more lines, and then 30 points for thickness, to have that large thickness. Then shape outline once more, pattern, background, foreground color to be dark gray, something like that, and then pattern. Choose this pattern once again. All right, so that's about the main roads, but around them we have junctions which are formulated using circles. So I just create a circle there to create the impression of a junction, and then another circle down here to create an impression of another junction. Unaona? So those who cannot understand what I have just said, don't worry. That's what we call Kiswahili in my country here. So I want to fill this this shape with a pattern, the two circles. I have selected again using shift, clicking on the first shape, and then holding shift and then click on the second shape. So the shape should be filled with two colors, the same gray, and then the same pattern. No outline color, so shape outline, say no outline. So in this case, because they are enclosed shapes, we have gone to shape fill, and then we have filled them with that color. Right, so that's about the roads, the main roads. Then I can now create this other thing that we have here. There is a line up there. Again, I still use the same tool, the curved line. So that we start from somewhere, the corner here, that's where it is beginning at, and then down, takes a curve, the curve continues, gradually now ascends to terminate there. Then it is thicker than what we have now. It is thicker, so we increase the weight to probably 6 points, and that is it. So this road appears to be in front of it. So what I'll do is this line that I have just drawn last, I will choose the send backward button. You see, send backward button, but alongside it we have got a drop down list which sends to back, so that the main road is kind of in front of the line at the back. That is, of course, should be a bridge here, because this is a river Popo. Right, now what else? Now we draw the bank. I want to extend this here so that I can have a place for the bank, Popo banks. So Popo banks, at the top we have got an impression of a triangle. So an impression of a triangle. So which triangle? This one. That's the first thing that we are finding on top there. So let me zoom in so that you can see what I am doing. I'm inserting the shape that we have here, Popo banks. That's the one which I'm trying now to insert here. So up a little bit, and then there is a rectangle beneath. There's a rectangle beneath here, small in height, short height, and then there is another rectangle with a longer height. Okay, another rectangle there, larger height a bit, trying to balance it. Then there is a small thin, another thin rectangle, like so. So is it wider? No, I think it's okay, like so. And then we have got still another one of a similar manner, not too not with a big head. Okay, so there we are. That's Popo Banks, but now the images are not in blue color. So what I do again, click one shape, the first shape which you want to include in your selection, hold shift, click the subsequent shapes to be included in your selection, and then as you click them, there are some which might go being unhighlighted, so you need again to be keen that you are able to highlight all of them. There is also another way that we can do highlight all of them, but that one I want you to go practice on. No fill. I simply say no fill, and I believe the fill color is now out. And what do we insert here? We add text. In this box, we have got the words Popo Banks. I add text. Then I type Popo Banks in capital. Popo Banks in capital letters, and then the font here is Times New Roman. Size might be bigger, like size 12, and then the placement within the text box is centered. Center vertically, center horizontally. It appears like it is bolded, so I have also bolded. Okay, that's Popo Banks. River Popo is a text box, so I'll again insert another text box. When nothing is highlighted, I draw a text box just here. Then I type in it, river. It is not capitalized fully. River Popo, and then change the rotation. So I'm using the free rotate tool, the circular tool at the top there for free rotation, so that I can have River Popo now appearing as text there. And remember, the font that we must use is still Times New Roman. So you highlight the text and then change Times New Roman, River Popo. Okay. Then we have got Popo Street appearing here. Another one, insert draw text box once more. Popo Street. Highlight the text and then Times New Roman. Appears large enough, so it might be size 12. So free rotate to have it in that direction. I can reduce the size, and this one is bolded as well, so I click on the bold tool, or I use the shortcut Control B bolds the highlighted text. So don't forget those shortcuts, especially when you have such an exercise. We have got a shrub, 2 shrubs here. So how do we insert shrubs? Let me try to use the scribble tool now. The scribble tool. So that is why I said I did not like this assignment very much. This kind of a task might not be so popular with many of the learners, because actually we don't so much learn drawing, especially freehand drawing. So you'll find all sorts of drawings here, because it's about skills to hold the mouse. Skills to hold the mouse is what might cause a lot of differences in the results that we are going to obtain. So even mine, I don't think it's going to be perfect, but I'm just doing an illustration, trusting that you can also be able to do it even better than myself. I'm not an artist as such, but I'm struggling. This is what you should also have done, struggling, so that, so I'll not repeat, I'll just leave it like that. Of course, it's the examiner sometimes is just desiring to see your efforts to reproduce that which has been produced. So you need not worry so much about perfection, but however, I know there are people who can be able to reproduce, especially if you have got an artistic an artistic gift in you, a gift of art. So that's the first shrub. And what I'll do, guys, is to just highlight everything used in the shrub, see where I start dragging from, so that I include everything that I have used in the drawing, and then I fill my shrub with color white so that we eliminate the blue. I can also now want to have this object grouped. Here is the grouping tool. I maximize so that you can be able to see the name, group, the group tool, right? So when grouped now, the essence of doing so is so that we are able to move it together as one unit, and then I can also copy and paste. So when grouped, it is possible to copy and paste so that I don't have to struggle drawing the next one, the next shape. Very good, moving on very well. So, okay guys, I zoom back in and I minimize, what do we call it? I restore the window, and then I insert another text box. Here we are, public park. So I highlight that, Times New Roman is the font, and then I'm finding like it is still size 12 and somewhere slightly close to this area here, like that. It's not bolded. Then we have got another text box for First Street there. That's the First Street. There we are, First Street. Sorry, I'm targeting this text box. Oh, I tell you, sometimes selection here becomes quite a task, right? I use the arrow keys. They are not going to bother me that much. Times New Roman is the font. Okay, size 12. And this one is bolded, Control B bolds, First Street. Very good. Alongside here, we've got something circular and a H in. So insert what shapes and then a circle. To draw a perfect circle, hold down Control Shift together, and there you extend. As you drag diagonally, you'll find you're drawing a circle. Then we can, I just say I don't want to have a fill, no fill. I leave it like that, increase the outline, weight to say 3 points, and then I insert something else. In this case, can I use word art? No, it's a longer method. Let me just draw a text box to have the letter H, and then I highlight my H and then make it grow. To make text grow, it's Control and the square bracket. So like now I'm using the closing square bracket together with Control to make H grow. Okay, so you need to learn about these shortcuts also, so that you are able to work easily as you observe the outcome of the things that you might be tasked to do. Okay, I said tasked or tasked to do. Okay, so that's the H. Draw another text box, Popo Hospital. So the exercise, you can see it requires so many text boxes. Hospital, Popo Hospital. Again, it is in Times New Roman. Be keen on some of these formats that I'm applying here. These are some of the areas which will give you marks. If text is in Times New Roman, make sure you use Times New Roman. Bolded, make sure you can be able to trace what is bolded. So that section is done. Post office. Post office is now what and what. Again, insert rectangle. We start with a rectangle. We want to draw that envelope. And I start with a rectangle like so. Rectangle like that. And then I insert a triangle, the one at the bottom. a triangle, the one at the bottom there. Okay, then I will copy paste this one, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. You see how it is, eh? So we want this tip to face down. So that's another exercise. So on your menu, you have got the rotate tool, which under it we have got the flipping tools. Rotate tool, so we flip vertical, and that will have the tip of the triangle inverted. So we want now to eliminate the fill color. So I select the whole shape, and then I go to shape fill. I say no fill. Sorry, not no fill. Let me fill it with the color white, so that we don't have such a scenario here. Fill it with the color white. So that's it. Zoom again. Let's restore. Then pop post office. We have got a text box here. I type post office, pop post office, pop post office, pop post office, bolded, and then again it is in times New Roman, size 12. Okay, so that's pop post office. Okay, good. Now another tricky one, a funny one. This one is the funniest of all, but we are still going to struggle to draw it. Popo Country Headquarters. Popo Country Headquarters. So shapes scribble. This one is the funniest of all. So let's see. I draw the curve we have at the top there. Not that curved. No, it's not that too much curved. Let's see. Once more scribble. So I start again. Draw the top of the house there. Okay, I have erased, and then I get the scribble tool again. Those who are able to draw without erasing, they will have an added advantage, especially when it comes to things like filling the object with color. If the object was to be filled with color, like now in my case, I would have some challenge about filling the object with color. So this one is just for illustration, guys. So you strive to draw something better than myself. I don't like it. But however, it's good to struggle. There's no way we could have said we are not going to do the exam because it involves drawing. No, we must do it, and we must get results, right? So there's no shortcut. This life, we are being taught there's no shortcut here, okay? So now down the line, we have got a line like that. Then we have got a line that climbs up there, then stretches to come down here, then joins there, okay? And then we have got another line yet, another line. Of course, publisher is not meant for perfect drawings. There are other graphics design software that we could have used to get better images. But have we learned about them? Not really. They are not in our syllabus. Okay, then now what is remaining is just windows and the door. A window there, tiny window there, and then another window here. Okay, another window there, and then we have got a door. There is a door here. Sorry, not like that. I used the wrong tool. I said we are going to use the scribbling tool. Scribble, scribble, scribble. You scribble, 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 like so. Yes, like that. Until now we have got something that is looking like the house, isn't it? It is looking like the house. However, I need to select the house, first group it before I forget, so that I can move it together as one object. Doing like so, then we have got the object does not have this color, the blue color, so I go to shape format and then shape fill color white. Shape fill color white, and then shape outline color black. Now why is it disappearing? Some parts are disappearing when I fill the object with the color white. However, let me just first leave it like that. I can come back to it and then I can say I want to scribble once again a line from here, a line from this corner here across like that. Okay, so that at least I will have a matching image. Then there is also a post, like I can use a line or I can use a rectangle for that matter. This post appears to be leaning a bit, striking this area, and then it is thicker, so shape outline, weight, 2 points, and then at the top there it has got a flag which is again drawn using the scribble tool. So it is drawn like that and closed. Remember, it does not have fill color, so I have chosen white color. So that is it once more. Then finally, guys, we have got a road under this area. We have got a road, so shapes curve, a curve, so that we draw this road. There is a road. This one we can use a curve, and it is touching here, then forming a sharp bend there. Then I'm going to cause it to move this way, so I'm just clicking points. Why I did not just do the way we were doing the others is because it is horned towards the top. It is horned towards the top, you can see now. So what we do, shape fill, pattern fill, and then we choose the pattern that we were choosing previously, and then remember to mix the colors well. Foreground is dark gray. Foreground is dark gray and the other color is white. Then we do not have the outline color. So we say no outline, no outline. And then this road, we can cause it to go at the back, send to back, so that it appears like it is underneath the small house that we have just drawn. Very well done. And then we type some text that we have at the top here. This is about Popo Country Headquarters. Popo Country Headquarters. Popo Country Headquarters. Bolded. Size 12. What else? Font is Times New Roman. What else? Do you notice? Bold. Bold is on. And then the shape itself is filled with the color black. The shape itself is filled with the color black. That causes our text to disappear. So I highlight the text again, and on home, I remember to change the font color to white. Font color to be white, right? So far so good. Then at the bottom here, we have got another text. Oh, this cost students to really sweat. County. Are we talking about country or county? County street. County street. This one is again It's not tilted, it's just appearing here. Then again in font, Times New Roman, size, you can have it as 12, and then bolded, it's also bolded. All right, so that's also another thing that we had on the question. At the bottom now, we are just about to finish up, guys, don't worry. We have got this trolley. How do we draw the trolley? Insert. This time round, I'm going to use a different tool. Let me try this tool here. So that I have got my starting point like that. So this is also another tool which we use to draw and cross shapes sometimes. And it allows us to click on points where the shape should pass through. Clicking on points where the shape should pass through. So like now, that's my shape. See that? And underneath the shape, what we have got two wheels. Two wheels, these ones I can just simply draw them. Or they are not drawn using a circle. So let me just draw using the scribble tool once more. That's the larger part of the test was, are you able to scribble? Yes, I can scribble a wheel. I can also scribble another wheel. No worry. I can also be able to, somebody told me that is not good English. I can be able to. That one I have now messed. So let me scribble another one. So from this wheel to the next wheel here. Yes, like so. So, and then these wheels should be closer there at the bottom there. Then the whole of this image should be grouped. Then we can also remove the fill color so that we eliminate the fill color that we have in one of the wheels. And then the text that is appearing at the bottom here is a text called, it is in a text box, and this is what we are calling supermarket. Supermarket, guys, is what we have there, bolded, Times New Roman. And then after that, so those who are keen, those who have, who knows how to use shortcuts, I could have also managed to type all these text in text boxes and then use Format Painter to format all of them. Then the last image that is to be drawn still uses freehand tool, not freehand this time, this tool here, which we call freeform shape, and then it looks like this. We are coming down, okay, then we go across, then we click a corner, we go up, and then across, then come down like that, and then go up like so, and then go down like that, and then go up like so, and then come down like that, and then reconnect. So not perfect, but of course with time you can, if you had a luxury of time, you could have tried to improve on it. But sometimes don't waste too much time on just one thing. So that's the pattern that is used, this one. It's closer, the lines are quite closer. And then the foreground is black. The foreground is black. And then there is a line with a smoke. A line with a smoke. In this case, we use the curve tool. A curve tool, so that we start from here, go up there, come down here, and then go up again to the end of the shape. Then press enter so that you have your curve now done. Then this curve is thicker, a little thicker than what we have. Wait, we say probably 3 points, and then there is a discontinuation somewhere, a small discontinuation. So that one I can just insert a small, tiny line cutting across here, and I change it, the line thickness to a weight of say 3 points, and then the color, the shape outline color, to be white, so that it is able to, we are able to see that it is cutting across. So again, don't forget to group the industrial things, the industrial site. We are calling it industrial site. So come down there, and then I can also reduce, when the shape is grouped, you can also reduce the height together, so that I have a space now to type industrial site up here in a text box. That's a text box. So this is in capital letters, industrial site, and then highlight, bold, Control B does Times New Roman is the font, and then font size is size 12, right? So that's it. So guys, that's the thing that we were told to design, but the only thing that is now remaining is having a border to surround the whole image. So simply I do that using a box shape, a rectangle for that matter, like I'm placing it on the borders of the page. I do a border like that, and then remove the fill color. I say no fill, and then the thickness of the outline, I can increase it to say 6 points, 6 point like that. So what else might we be missing? I think we are now okay, but now we forgot to include some space at the top here where we were to type Popo City Plan. I don't know whether the heading was necessary, but let's just squeeze it here. We want to trust that the boundary will be enough. So I want to insert a text box there, and I say Popo City Plan. Popo City Plan. It's Popo City Plan, and then we stretch it like so. Then have it like having a larger font size, like size 16 thereabout, and then size 16, and so we don't want to interfere with the drawing, so that's why I'll not recommend that you start shifting items. However, if the items are grouped, there is still a possibility you can be able to drag them. Otherwise, guys, that's how you could have managed to handle this particular challenging question. And you can see it's quite an exercise, giving chill, giving tension, and so on. But however, by doing so, who can deny us all the marks that we were supposed to score? But don't forget, guys, to hit on. Remember, we have already saved the publication first. Initially, we did save it, but now we need to save it again. So there I go, saving the changes. Popo City Plan is there right in front of you. Guys, keep informing others about this channel. We shall be uploading more useful resources for you, because we care, and your success is also a matter of our concern. Subscribe if you have not. Share this video, comment, like it, and all the best. Stay safe.